We're back. I'm Yorkie, that old tyke. Chihuahua's hiding behind me. I think it's scared of what's going to happen. In Pathfinder. Righteous. Let's go. Right, let's see what we got here. We've got level 6 army here. 4 demon army there. Do you have any extras to recruit? No. Not worthwhile anyway. What's level 1 army? We don't care about. That's one that can go off and die, basically. If it wasn't for the fact that you lose out if you lose a battle, I'd just send them off to die, because they're not any use. So... oh, you're out of hit points, and not hit points, I'm sorry. You're out of movement points. You're getting towards where you're drained. Can't actually do any more going that way. I'll clear that level 5, which seems to have a lot going on with it, actually, so that might be a bit of a problem. Before we get into Dresden. Done the underground. Done, well, we kind of gave up on Nameless Ruins. I don't care about it. That's Heart of Mystery, which is over here, which is for another chapter. I thought we had to get there this chapter, but it looks like we don't. Just looking at the journal, that is. I don't know what the hell that's about, though. Secrets of Creation. Yeah, Heart of Mystery. Doesn't have a timer, so it's not run out this time. Alright, so... you can't go further that way. But we might as well rest, I guess. Well, hang on. Before we do... well, thinking here. Let's move you around. See if that is just there. Yep, once you're there, you can... not much we can do there, so begin resting. Canberra is in flames, a surge of power in the Grey Garrison, a visit from the Queen, and now a new crusade. My peaceful cloistered life has been upended in the blink of an eye. I know how you feel. Life is like a river. There you are, sailing along, singing happily, enjoying the scenery, and then whoosh, waterfall. Okay, Sealer. Didn't expect you to get all metaphorical on me. You got no movement points. Why not? Alright, well then you move instead. You can just try out down here. There's nothing to explore up there. That's just going to run into demons, isn't it? Let's have a fight.
Close ranks.
Oh,
retreat is not an option.
I'll cut you wide open. Ha!
22 sneak attack, nice.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Oh, there's one down. No, that's not it. There it is, Succubus. Succubus incoming. And the Shur I don't worry so much about. The Succubus I believe can train levels. Oh, another Shur. Alright, well, sure. Why not? Ember. Should go there. Not damage. It's unfortunate. Do a lot of damage there. Plenty damage there, actually. Right, get up there, ready.
Take you.
And you can get in there. You can do some damage to her. Or see. Ooh, 2 levels down. Nice. Wind. Come on, it didn't do the attack I told it.
The spirits demand your blood!
22 sneak attack.
You won't survive me.
Nice. It's got them done.
Kneel before me.
Beautiful. M's. What's this? Lightning bolt. Might hit our own people actually, so. There, a lightning bolt.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
I don't really want you getting into attacks. I'm going to swap you back to archery. Except you insist on doing that, don't you? Oh, down. Amelia.
You are today's sacrifice!
Another sneak attack. Nice. Land.
Endure this.
That's that. Off we go. And we can't go any further that way. We'll move back and have another look at that Nameless Ruins. Not Nameless Ruins, whatever it is. Maybe Nameless Ruins. Slide you around there. You, I believe, are unable to move. Oh, you got 40 now. Suddenly get 40 when you couldn't move a few seconds ago. Maybe it requires me to move my my party first. We'll let you come down. There we are. 39. 5 down. For 15. Oh, hang on. I didn't realise that. Five. 4 of them dead. Okay. Let's hit them, because they should die this turn, I think. Or at least be the bugs, I mean. Or at least be left useless. Four. Another 3. You're almost done. Ooh, didn't do a lot of damage there, did you, mate? All done. You seem to be tougher than I thought you'd be. Help a little. You're almost done. One more. Almost another, not quite. 2 down. You're done. I got everything back that I lost. We found a treasure. Let's have a look what that is then, shall we? And also, what are these? Physical flow. +2 bonuses for strength and dexterity. You need that. You're going to be doing some fighting, aren't you? So you really need to have boosts here. And all of these down. Oh, because she's fatigued. That's magicians. +5 bonus to use magical device and increase save DC against spells. The illusion school. Alright. That's fine. You can have it. It doesn't really matter that much. Resistance +2. Resistance +1 needs to go somewhere. You can have a cloak horsey. I don't know what good it'll do you, but you can have one. What's that for? Corruption. Don't like the screws your stats up. Realise that. What have we got? None there. I think we've got to take that demon army on there. They've got a leader. Alright. This could be a problem. Firstly, take them out. Let's get in there. Only got one. We'll get another. Alright, and now we got archery. They can be taken out by other troops. Like him. Told you. Move up. Move up. 8 damage there. That was a stun. It's fine. They can be taken out by these troops, so get into there. 4. Ooh. 6 of them taken down. 3. Oh, we're blinded or something. Take them out. That's okay, we'll live. Not doing much damage then. What are they like? For 37. Cultist fighters. 104 hit points each. Okay, well that's an issue. Another. You still can't do anything. 4 of them done. That was a bit of a kill. Not to worry. Can take one of these down and we've got everything. They're done. Alright, so Not going to do anything against them, mate. I'm telling you that, no, for nothing. Lost 12, got 12, lost 18. Lost 8, got 8. Okay, so we got everything back that we lost. Finance points times 100. The enemy which threatened to strike the rear of the Crusader army was defeated. The Crusaders can approach Dresden with no need to watch for an attack from the rear. Right. So 5 there. Taken out. I'm guessing, and I could be completely wrong, the more of these you wipe out, the less problems you have to face up here. I could be completely wrong. No, I don't want to go in. Actually. What's that? Corruption. Oh, we're fine. No real difference between two, sleeping drop or sleeping there.
Sometimes
the same effect.
victory requires you to do things for which the gods will strip a paladin of her powers. You need more weapons training, or you'll be helpless in such a situation.
Are you serious? Training for failure? For that alone, the goddess would strip me of my powers. And she would be right to.
Well, although not necessarily training for failure, doesn't have a point about training for difficult situations. Right? Level 2 corruption. Nah, not good.
Surrender. I won't let you hurt my friends.
Actually, I could have used... No, because she... I wish I knew why she was using that spell all the time, though. I must admit, that's... Seems just a little bit
Make
ridiculous.
every strike count.
This one's mine!
Seems that way. I got plague doors coming in. What do you know?
Too late for apologies.
Into the fray!
We got another plagued wolf. Got a bunch of these buggers.
Go for their hearts!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Press the attack!
Hear you cry!
The light take you!
I'll cut you wide open!
Yep, I'd say so. Can't go any further that way. Level 6, that's a level 7, that's a level 5. Now that was the cave, which I believe we went through. Check. Yeah, this is fully explored. This is fully explored. Alright. There's really nothing. I have no interest here then. There's some messed up puzzle that I can't solve. Probably one that you don't have to. We're basically wandering around right now. And there's nothing else to do here for my character. Corruption's affecting her, that's what's going on there. Sleep. First of all, we'll see if you've got some movement points. You do. I don't know if it helps to take these armies down, but I'm going to try. That's defense then. Oh, Minotaurs. They're getting a bit close, aren't they? Two of them down. Oh, two of them down. Put one of them down. Lost. Oh. That's okay. Alright then. Let's get you down. Might have lost some of them. Oh, there's also them. Okay. See about bringing you back to life, shall we? 17, nice. That's okay. Have you bring them back to life again? Should be the maximum. Get a hit. And you're done. Lost 38,502, gained back 38,502. Nice. Keeper's Canyon used to be an important relay point for the river traffic between Dresden and Canabres. Now this small but once thriving port town lies in ruins. Sturdy harbour may still come in handy when the ships from Mendev arrive. Daily income increased. Right. No support, no whatever they call them, you know. We'll hold off. They're gonna come up to us, aren't they? Though, no, we need them down here. That's right. All right then. We'll hit them with this. Turn them down, and then that. Physician, heal thyself. Okay. Come on, heal yourself again. I think we're okay for recovering now. Seven down. Go down. Good night. Good night. We got a treasure, a new ring. All of the rapacious mercenaries on their high-mettled horses turned out to be foreigners from an unknown distant land. Among the trophies in the bag of their shrieking leader, I just found an unusual ring. Shellfist. A herbal ring. +4 morale bonus on saving throws against disease. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. Anyone who doesn't have a ring, you can have a ring. Generic ring. Have a camp.
You're a true warrior. You have what matters most. Backbone. Unyielding, like a rod of iron.
If hard iron in your body is what makes a true warrior, then my bow turns enemies into true warriors in every battle.
What blocks the way? We take a kip.
You have the power to heal and the power to maim. Don't you regret that your goddess made you a killer?
I only regret that the goddess didn't grant me the power to silence unwanted noises.
Oops. Fine. So get into attack then. And hope we can survive this one. I think we've got enough going on. Right, first off, shall we take down? I think we'll take... Well, actually, let's see what we have here first. Vescivore Swarm. Relative to high hit points. Okay. We have Wretch. Not too worried about them. We have Cultists. They're cheap. Discani. Relatively high hit points. Lots of attacks. Rocks. Okay. Babos. Relatively low. Okay. I'm not sure which one to take down actually. They're cheap and not particularly useful though. I think they can stun you, so I'll do. Oh, damn it. Oh, okay. 34. Can do that. Do that. Oh, stinking cloud. Okay. Ouch. All right then. You can take him down now. You. Damage. Stinking cloud again, but ow. Right, we're gonna... Well, you're gonna take him on. It's fine. And you're gonna take them on. You're gonna hit them. I'm gonna hit them. I'm gonna get back over here. That's okay, we'll live. Oh, you're out cold, are you? Essentially. Three of them down. They're dead. They're not round yet. They're all but dead. They're still there. Fine. They'll attack there, I think, so you can come back and wipe them. All not recovered. You need to do some healing. 28 back. Seems like that might be the most you can do. You're going to come in and hurt them. And with that, we should be about done. Got one of them back, okay. Two of them, 23 of them, so we only lost one of them. Didn't get any of them back. Alright. Only got one of them. The last enemy fortress blocking the commander's triumphant army's advance has fallen. The soldiers are more than happy to spend the night beneath the shelter of its fallen walls. Go to Dresden is... Yes, absolutely more experience. Then... We're going to Dresden. What's here? The meeting, I guess. Your army halts along this hill, a hill in the distance. You see the walls of Dresden. Smoke rises over the city. Winged figures are circling in the sky above it. But they don't look like birds. It's time to discuss strategy. Nevia was once an unassailed fortress. Luckily for us, the demons destroyed a lot of the defences when they stormed the city, and in 70 years, they haven't gone around to mending them. It isn't going to be easy. Fortunately, most of the walls are still standing. Ringalfrey. Anivia stops, hearing the clamour of astonishment and jubilation outside the tent. The curtain moves and Her Majesty Queen Galfrey of Mendev enters, wearing opulent armour and a famous longsword at her belt. The Queen smiles mischievously. Forgive the intrusion, it wasn't easy to catch up with you. Oh, Your Majesty is here. Your Majesty, what a surprise, Anivia says in a voice that indicates anything but. Either your chief scout is concealing her shock very well, or she was already aware of the Queen's presence in the camp. That wouldn't surprise me. The Queen takes a place at the table. Please continue your discussion and try to imagine I'm not here. I'd like to hear the plan you settle on. Anivia spreads an old city map on the table. The gates are old and rotten now. We can get through them with a ram. Then, the street fights. And it'll be a hell of a fight in Dresden. Luckily, somewhere in the city, there's a sacred banner. Sword of Valor. Yamandi's holy relic. Wouldn't fall to corruption like ever. The demons just kept it as a trophy and a sign of our disgrace. And now it's going to be their downfall. you can find it and raise it again, all the demons in the city will be weakened and lose their ability to teleport. That's when we'll chop them up like blind rats. But don't forget, Staunton Vane is somewhere out there. Same train who gave Dresden over to the demons in the first place. Don't part with that banner easily. Another Razor has a hand like a student in class. May I ask something? May I say something? May I? I have a plan. Reginald looks at you without speaking. It seems he has a suggestion. Nora, what's your plan? What difference does it make? No plan is going to save us. Erebeth? Erebeth's eyes shine feverishly in a gaunt face. You're lying to yourself, each other, the gods. For a moment she looks at the Queen's stony face, hesitating, but then she continues in a hollow voice. Everything is futile. We all realise we're going to die. We're leading our people to slaughter. Our army was almost defeated by a swarm of gargoyles. We won't last 5 minutes in Dresden. Beth, are you nuts? Yes, it's a dangerous gig. We all knew what we were signing up for, but now that we've got here, you want us to shit our pants and go home? We got to bloody Dresden by some miracle, and we're about to take it back. Kinda late to chicken out, don't you think? Doesn't matter what we do. The lad hanging on the hook next to me didn't want to die. What could he do to fend off death? What could I do? We're all doomed. But only a few of us are willing to admit it. By this time tomorrow, we'll all be dead. Erebeth's voice drifts away. But then seems to carry from a distance, making its way through the sticky veil of fog that fills your mind. The demon that's appeared inside you struggles to be free. A little bit more, and its wave of rage will engulf you. Erebeth, pull yourself together. Remember Canabres. Despite everything, we won and stopped a catastrophe. They really make weaklings like you into commanders. I think people haven't recovered from what you went through at the chapel. You yourself together or before suspend you. The first one's most for the Hothead, isn't it? We won? Yes, by some miracle we took a bite out of the demon forces. Without the power you were granted, we'd have died in the great garrison. End of story. Dresden will be our death. You, Commander, might still have a chance to be saved, but you're leading your people to certain ruin. Pathetic little nothing. You were so proud of your strength, and yet you broke so easily. The demonic rage inside you seethes and searches for an exit. It struggles to get out, exhausting, threatening, and convincing at the same time. You also feel strong enough to keep it under control if you want to. There you have it, a perfect illustration of why the Crusades have made not an inch of progress in 100 years. A whining upstart commander has been put in charge of a knightly order by an idealistic queen, circumventing all rules of military hierarchy. And now, said upstart has crumbled at her first serious trial. Rachel chuckles harshly. Absolutely everything in this situation, from the story of Erebeth's rise to the reason why she lost her reason and morale, demonstrates how dire matters truly are on our front. These problems can be rectified, of course, but to do that we'll need to drive the black sheep from the herd. Sir Perilictor, are you comfortable with this idealistic queen standing next to you? Very much so, Your Majesty. Besides, asked us not to pay you any heed. The Queen looks at Erebeth. Her voice, when she begins to talk, sounds surprisingly soft. I was in your place once, Commander Terabade. Many years ago. I wanted to throw my sword to the ground and give up. What made you want to do that, Your Majesty? What happened? Erebeth avoids looking at the Queen. What happened? My god died. The neighbouring lands were being devoured by the world wound, and it didn't seem it would stop at Sarkoris. Alfred's voice remains warm and a little pensive. At this moment, it's easy to believe that she is more than a century old, and has seen all the horrible events of the region unfold before her eyes. But I'm still here. My kingdom still stands just as it did. Okay, my doubts nearly got the better of me. Right, we have Diplomacy 25, which is only requiring an 8. Erebeth, I hope we know each other well enough that you can see I've never doubted you. That's too soft. Good, Angel. I thought we had a lot in common, Erebeth. The same fire burns in both of us. If you break, what am I to do? No. Wimpish. A paladin who loses lawful? No, we're not lawful at all. But you leave me no choice, Beth. I'm suspending you from the operation. That's kind of hot-headed. And if you make sure she gets some rest. Lawful, no evil. Such behaviour is unacceptable for an officer. It is tantamount to treason. Arrest her and hold her until she comes to her senses. Tempted to go for demon. For now, the Hothead wins out. Oh, okay, that's not quite what I had in mind. Oh, I didn't kill her. The flash of rage is blindingly bright and at the same time very brief. It fits into a single blow, quick, cruel, immediate. When the fog in your head recedes, you see Erebeth groaning at your feet and your hand covered in blood. Erebeth slowly stands, feels her face and looks for a moment at the blood in her hand. Her usual sense of resolution returns slowly to her eyes. Forgive me, Commander. I had a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. You feel the intense stare of Queen Galfrey. She says nothing, but she's surely making some observations, drawing conclusions. For a while, no one dares break the silence. Then Anivia exhales loudly and lifts her chin up. Her cheeks are red. Erebeth, are you alright? Commander, what the... Erebeth looks at Anivia. Enough, Nevi. I lost my head and the commander put my own mind back where it belongs. Let's drop this subject. Now waiting for a reply, she turns to you. Commander, what exactly did you want to discuss? Nora, what's your plans? Oh, my plan is great. It's a magnificent plan. Here, take a look. Nora spreads another map across the table. I had to dig into the archives to find it, but it was worth it. This is it. The ace that will bring us victory. This is a map of a secret passage that leads to the Dresden dungeons. An entire army can't pass through there, but your unit can easily get through and strike the demons from below. They definitely won't be expecting that. Besides, of course we don't know exactly where the Sword of Valor is stored, but I think we should look in dungeons first. With a little luck, you'll win the battle before the demons even realise it's begun. Rachel, what do you want to suggest? My scouts were able to approach the fortress walls and they learned something unpleasant. The demons have giants who can shoot alchemist fire from catapults. Sometimes even worse. They're positioned here. Reginald draws across on the map. Luckily, as Anivia said, the city's fortifications are in a sorry state. If we come from this side, through the temple ruins, we can sneak up on the giants and finish them off before they inflict any serious damage on our army. It's a highly risky maneuver. If my unit was injured and exhausted, or suffered significant losses, I would consider the risk excessive and never countenance this plan. Fortunately, thanks to the commander's timely aid, the Hell Knights suffered almost no losses during the encounter with the gargoyles. We're ready to perform the maneuver, but we'll need cover in case we run into any special demons, like the Nabasu, we all remember. Commander, I would like your party to attack the giants with us. Fighters won't like that. Our lads are hoping the commander will personally lead them into battle, not go off with the Hell Knights. Really? They won't like it? I'm getting tired of talking about the outrageous state of discipline in the Crusader army. Shall we see how they like fire raining down from the sky? What are the Eagle Watch Knights going to do? The Eagle Watch are the most experienced Crusaders in the army. They must set an example for the others. We'll spread them across our other units, so each one has at least a few. And we'll fight in the group that storms the gates. Good to have you back with us, Anivia. Erebeth. My queen, what are your plans? We'll storm the city with the army. I'm told that my presence improves morale. Attack tomorrow at dawn. Begin preparations. Where will you be in this battle? Oh, that's an interesting one. With the queen leading the charge, I don't think we need to be in the charge itself. That splits me between the Hell Knights and Nora's map. Nora's map could get us in and get us something good. But it's a gamble. It might get us absolutely nothing. I think in this game, it will get us something. It's not going to have it there. It's not going to be a quest. But logically speaking, at this point, and especially for a Hothead, Ah, that's a bit airy-fairy. I like your idea, Nura, but no. We've got definite threats. And the definite threat I see is the giants at the gates with the things they're throwing around. That could wipe out our attacking army. We'll go with the Hell Knights and attack the giants. Rational decision. Alright, we attack at dawn then. May the gods help us. Make it to Dresden. Right, let's have a look at the spell books. Yeah, we need to get a lot of spells on this, because we don't at the moment. Magic Fang, yes. And Buzzfear might be a bit low. Take a couple of Magic Fangs, actually, can I? Won't it let me? Alright, Shield of Faith. What do we have here? Old animal? Never know. Dominate animal. And investment does what? Imbue a suit of armor or a shield with an enhancement bonus. +1 per 4 levels of caster. Only really level 3, isn't she? Not that big. Alright. Contagion. Subject contracts on the following diseases: blindness, sickness, etc. It's affected by spell resistance, so that's the problem. Dispel magic, that could be useful. And 4, we have Summon Nature's Ally 4. Restoration, we might well end up needing that. Summon Medium Elemental. That's what you're going to be using. You've got none, do you? Nope. You can. Yours are not that kind. You level 2. Armor you wear no longer reduces your speed. I mean, that's not relevant for her, really. Greater Courage. When you cast a spell, you strengthen your Paladin's aura of courage. All I don't think so. An aura. You can have one of them protections, yes. Three. Nature's Ally 3. About Ninio. I'm gonna put some more of these on. It won't let me. Bugger. Is abjuration something I can't? That might be something I can't use. Oh. Let's have a create stone call. Let's have a stone call. That's area of effect, isn't it? Problem with it. Three. Oh, good. Actually, I wanted to have you mostly on boost. I think it's okay to have you on aren't boost though. if they're like that. Couple of arrows, that's fine. Can't use level 4 spells, can use level 3 spells. All of which are stacked up okay. I'll get another hasting instead of a fireball though. And then let's just have a look. You. Now she doesn't use a spell book. She's Audrey uses a spell book, but not Nino. Ember doesn't. Oh. And what spell shall I give? Is this, by the way? Ooh. I mean, if I give that to you to equip, change. I don't know. Let me entangle. Large person. Nice boost. Look. Right, now we take a nap. Can't do wasp pottage. Going croissant. On a stick. Alright. Spicy pastry. Meal. Spicy pig. A potion. Inflict wounds. Not use that.
You say the priests of Shaylin revere beauty, but not once have you asked to paint my portrait. Why?
I made several attempts, but none of my sketches were satisfactory. There is something in you that eludes my brush.
Probably that sneaky touch of evil she's got going on, to be honest, mate. Alright, so that's where we'll end this one. And there's links around to other games you might enjoy. There's a like and a sub if you want to help us grow. And there's a comment section. If you hit me up there, I'll hit you back. Bye now.